Well, good evening once again. Day 3 of the Biden administration as the president takes more steps to try to save this country, save an economy battered by an uncontrolled pandemic. Senate Democrats tonight agreed to delay his predecessor's second impeachment trial in the Senate. The article of impeachment against Donald Trump, incitement of insurrection stemming from the January 6th riot at the Capitol, will go to the Senate Monday night. His trial will not begin until February 9, giving lawmakers 2 weeks to focus on other business like President Biden's cabinet and agenda.
During that period, the Senate will continue to do other business for the American people, such as cabinet nominations and the COVID relief bill, which would provide relief for millions of Americans who are suffering during this pandemic.
Schumer added that the chamber will vote Monday on Janet Yellen's nomination as Treasury Secretary. The trial's delay appears to signal something of a compromise between the Senate's two party leaders. Just yesterday, Mitch McConnell had proposed that the trial be left sometime in February. Well, this afternoon, President Biden, who's tried to keep his distance from the entire impeachment subject, made it clear he was in favor, indeed, of pushing it to next month.
The more time we have to get up and running and meet these crises, the better.
Senate Democrats will need 17 Republicans to cross the aisle to convict former President Trump, something his ally Lindsey Graham thinks is unlikely.
Post-presidential impeachment's never occurred in the history of the country for a reason, that it's unconstitutional. It sets a bad precedent for the presidency, and it continues to divide the nation.
Trump's legal team has 2 weeks to get its defense together. He'll be represented by South Carolina lawyer Butch Bowers, recommended by Senator Graham. Politico writes this about Counselor Bowers. His history suggests that the ex-president is keen on focusing on how votes were cast and counted during the 2020 cycle. Bowers served under President George W. Bush as special counsel for voting matters in the Justice Department in another time. And there is more news tonight about Trump's efforts to meddle in the 2020 election. The New York Times out with a blockbuster story about Trump trying to stage a coup at the DOJ, plotting with one of its officials to oust the acting attorney general, Jeffrey Rosen, who took over for Bill Barr, and then use the department's power to force Georgia lawmakers to overturn their results of the presidential election, a move that would have led to widespread resignations at the Justice Department and then some. As we mentioned, the current president moving ahead with his economic rescue plan, signing 2 more executive orders that will increase aid for needy families in our country, getting stimulus checks to at least 8 million eligible Americans who haven't received them, and raising pay for federal workers.
The crisis is only deepening. It's not getting better, it's deepening. We cannot, will not let people go hungry. We cannot let people be evicted because of nothing they did themselves. They cannot watch people lose their jobs, and we have to act. We have to act now. We're in a national emergency. We need to act like we're in a national emergency. So we've got to move with everything we've got.
If you followed the last 4 years, this won't be a news flash. Biden's under pressure from Republicans in Congress to scale back his nearly $2 trillion relief plan. His economic advisor says right now that would be a mistake.
Without decisive action, we risk falling into a very serious economic hole, even more serious than the crisis we find ourselves in.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.